Now, the question I have for you as a musician,
Uh-huh.
if say say you wrote a song or you're a co-writer of a song
Mhm.
and it blows up, but you're basically pushed out of it. What level of pissed off would you be?
Uh, a very, very high level of pissed off. If somebody stole something I wrote and just altered it a little bit and then it became huge, yeah, I'd be annoyed.
Physical violence annoyed or like
No,
suing somebody annoyed?
no physical violence. Maybe sue, or maybe just get over it. I don't know. I'm a
You
pretty
would get
laid
over
back,
a hit song that made millions of dollars?
pretty laid back guy, Derek. But no, I'd sue somebody. I wouldn't consider physical violence against anybody.
I
It's
thought you'd
against the
be
law, Derek.
relatively principled. Like you put the you put the sweat equity into the song and you're getting shit on.
Well, if I'm not getting what I'm owed, physical violence isn't going to help that.
Well, I mean, we've already determined that Charlie
Yeah.
Manson is a psychopath, so
Right.
he's
I
going
mean,
to think of physical violence. Yeah.
the answer to any question surrounding Charles Manson that begins with the word why can be answered with because he was batshit crazy. That's why. you know,
But
but I don't blame him for
you
being
would be
pissed.
pissed, right?
Sure, I'm with him on this one. I mean, it's pretty much common knowledge that that song's a co-write. That they took Charles Manson's song, maybe they changed a couple chords,
Yeah.
changed the tempo, added some instruments to it, and then released it without crediting him. Which is, I
Which I
mean,
don't understand why you didn't just credit him to shut him up.
I don't know. Do you want Charles Manson as a co-writer on your album?
I mean, if he put the work in, then he put the work in. So give him the
I agree.
credit.
I agree.
If he didn't do shit and just kind of was like standing there, then no.
I'd have just left it off the album.
Or yeah, that too.
Not do this.
So aside from the physical craziness of Charles Manson, you would be pissed if there was a song came out, it was a hit, and you got pushed out of the way.
Yes, of course I would be.
So there's one reason why he snapped.
Right. And again, the difference between him and I clearly is I'm not a psychopath.
Yes.
So I would not take it to the level he took it to. Whereas one of the interesting things, that was a good video. The guy's delivery was kind of slow,
smoky,
but the info was good.
Yeah.
The guitar player, I think they were interviewing the guy that was a session player in the black suit and the pinky ring, fancy looking dude.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying he thinks the hit was for the Paul Revere and the Raiders guys and not for Sharon Tate.
He said that because they were living in the same spot. And somebody, I don't know if it was Charles Manson. No, I don't think it was Manson, but it was somebody that was saying that they can't believe he did these things at the Cielo Drive address. He had never been there before. He had been there before many times. And it was a party house. So all I see is just a lot of discrediting Charles Manson. And like I said, and this is not taking away from him being batshit crazy. It's a lot of people, it seemed like they distanced themselves maybe after they heard about the murders. Oh, I don't know anything about him. Oh, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, don't put me in the same room as him. And I think a lot of that stuff became lore of people just distancing themselves away from Charlie Manson once that news came out that him and his family did these horrible things.
Mm-hmm.
And over the years, the zeitgeist just kind of kept a hold on it and saying, well, you're trying to basically discredit Charlie Manson. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't think that's just due. If the guy put the work in, then give him at least the fucking credit. To sit there and be like, oh, it's crazy. Even though you're accepting drugs from the guy. Guaranteed he was selling them either girls or drugs.
Over the course of the show today, I went in, we started off with all that conspiracy stuff about the doctor and the Korean War or whatever, and this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, okay, maybe I can buy into this conspiracy, which I normally don't do.
Yeah, me neither.
But the more we've watched about it, the more I'm starting to come on the other side, say, he's just fucking a psychopath.
Yes. I don't think MK Ultra had anything to do with it.
He's been turned down by the movie industry, turned down by the music industry, and he just had a psychotic break.
Yeah.
He had a lot of young girls under his control. Now, that's the That's kind of the bridge I need to go across, is that these girls went and killed somebody. That
Yeah.
bit much. Plus the other evidence before, when the guy's saying they kept picking him up on probation and releasing him nonstop, that seems a little odd too.
That seems, yeah.
But it's not surprising that people are fascinated. Like, I'm a noob when it comes to Charlie Manson stuff, but
Yeah.
it's not surprising why so many people are still interested.
Do you think it's possible that both things could have been true, that somebody had an ulterior motive with Charlie Manson, but Charlie Manson didn't listen to him?
Yeah.
Do you think both things can be true? I think both things can be true. I think that somebody was trying to use Charlie Manson, but Charlie Manson is a fucking weirdo who's going to do what he's going to do. I don't think he was controllable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I agree. I know
I think both things can be true. I think that they did have nefarious reasons to maybe MK Ultra Charlie Manson, but with his actions and what he was doing, I don't think either it worked, or if it worked, or he didn't have the MK Ultra shit that was in the drugs. Because if it was, then there'd been other people in that scene killing people and going crazy too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that could be true, and I think that there's bits and pieces of a little bit of everything that is true, but I don't think he's the boogeyman thus far that people portray him to be. I just think he's a nut.
We discussed his background today, some of his connections that he had, some reaction to some of the girls that were in his harem, so to speak.
Yeah.
But we haven't gotten to the Sharon Tate, like the specific
murders. That's pretty much the next video, is Sharon Tate. And how I wanted to do it was the MK Ultra stuff, Charlie Manson as a young man.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was in San Francisco, and what happened in San Francisco. Then he went to LA, and he got part of the music scene in LA. Like, I wanted to try to at least have some sort of pathway of where he was going and what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I think so far we have, and we haven't even touched it, because a lot of people just go into the Sharon Tate murders because it's clickbait. They could talk about Sharon Tate and the lure of her, and Roman Polanski and the lure with him. Like, all that stuff is Hollywood lure, Hollywood history that people talk about all the time. Sure. I wanted to do that stuff, but I wanted to come into it with the perspective of what Charlie Manson was doing, how did he grew up, like when did he become involved, or at least his name was in the music industry. And I think so far we've done that. Mm-hmm. And we have a lot of videos still left, but a lot of them are relatively short.
Okay, so you want to keep
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, this next one is going to be Hollywood Golden Girl, Sharon Tate shocking story. Now this is going to get into the weeds of the murder.